It's your boy Roosh, GHB TV. Beat your ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight week is here for undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney versus Vasyl high-tech Lomachenko. Great fight in my eyes. A lot of people don't like the matchup. I don't know why. This is one of boxing's best, especially of this year. Two very talented fighters, two very skilled fighters. Vasyl Lomachenko, we all know, 35 years old with a 17-2 record, but has a lot of great wins on the record. Out of those wins, he have 11 knockouts. Like I said in the beginning, very skilled, very sharp, very poised, very precise fighter. Takes his time breaking guys down in history, making it look good while he's doing it. He hasn't looked his best in his last few fights, but I think that comes with age and that comes with experience. What I mean by that is he has a lot of wear and tear, having over 380 amateur fights. That's what they're telling us, at least. With that, turning pro on a high level, fighting 10 and 12 round fights, turning pro, he's put his body through a lot, but still has enough in the tank to compete. And I feel like a fight like this with Devin Haney, definitely fighting for the undisputed at 135. I feel like he wants it bad. I've been watching clips of him in sparring. He looks to be energized. He looks to have his mind in the right place. Body looks healthy. Looks like he's ready to go. Very, like I said, very sharp fighter, very poised fighter, very composed fighter. The type of guy you have to be patient with, but at the same time, you have to try your best to get him, because if not, he gonna pick you apart. Am I worried about that with Devin Haney? A little. Not worried in the sense as if I'm like one of his trainers, but I'm just saying as a commentator of the sport, I feel like Devin Haney has his hands full with Lomachenko, because to me, this is the most skilled fighter he'll ever be in the ring with, up to date. Devin Haney's 24 years old and sitting on top of the world, but he doesn't seem to be, a little big-headed. He's not in the cocky headspace. He has work to do, and he got to go in there and be on his best. Devin Haney's had the type of career where he's been groomed for this type of moment. You know what I mean? So every time he get in a fight like this or he steps it up, it's going to be the fight of his life, because he didn't start off fighting on a higher level. You know what I mean? He slid over to Mexico as a young man, a teenager to be exact, and he piled up some wins when he was old enough to fight and able to in America. His father brought him back over to America, and he kept it pushing. He right now has a 29-0 record with 15 knockouts. Not the biggest puncher, but has a pretty good punch, if you ask me. Any man wearing 8-ounce gloves can hurt you, if you ask me. Some people say he's not a puncher. To me, I think he can hurt you. I just think he's the type of guy where he has to see exactly, that he has you slowed down and he can knock you out. Then he will. I feel like if he feels like he can go for the knockout, then he will. He's that type of fighter. If not, he'll be fine with just boxing you all night. The reason this is an interesting match is because Devin Haney beat the man that beat the man, meaning Teofimo Lopez beat Vasyl Lomachenko, took the titles. In the very next fight, lost the titles to Kambosos. Devin Haney goes into Kambosos' backyard, fights him twice, beats him both times, wins both times. The first fight, I felt like it was easier than the second fight. He beat him with a jab. It made the fight look easy. You know what I mean? The second fight, I felt like he tried more. He wanted to do more. He wanted to actually stop Kambosos, but Kambosos came in the fight with a different look, so made it a little tough for him. But great fight. So that leads us here, where now Devin Haney has the titles. Vasyl Lomachenko is coming off of a win versus Jermaine Ortiz, who's a very worthy opponent. Jermaine Ortiz is rough as they come. And I feel like it was also a great fight for Vasyl Lomachenko, because he doesn't mimic Devin Haney's style, but his size he kind of mimics. You know what I mean? Jermaine Ortiz is a big lightweight, if anybody's ever seen him in person or seen him fight. big lightweight. So fighting Devin Haney right behind her, I don't think that's a bad idea. Also as a young man. So, you know what I mean? I feel like Lomachenko is up to par when it comes to, you know, being in there with young guys and understanding what it is he has to do. Now, what I've been seeing lately out of Lomachenko, look, it seems to me that he gets bored sometimes, and also he's slowing down. Like I said, again, he's 35 years old, so we don't really know how much fight he has in him. But because he can make history for himself and he can change the narrative in boxing right now, I think he's going in there guns blazing. I think he's going to give up everything he got. You know what I mean? Because if not, this might be the last fight for him, or just might be the end of the road. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Devin Haney's, he's the man right now. So he has to hold on to the titles. You know what I mean? He's fighting for everything because he's the man right now. All eyes are on him. He's 24 years old, and this will be a super win for him. I feel like, even though I made the video about Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney being the three kings, the reason I said that is because all of their resumes are pretty good and all of them are great fighters. But a win over Vasyl Lomachenko for Devin Haney will make him the king of the division. Even though he is the king of the division right now because he has the titles, but a win like this will definitely make him the king of the division. I can't wait for this fight. Me, honestly, I think Devin Haney will win on the cards. I don't think it will be a knockout in this fight. I don't think both guys will be going for the knockout. I think it's just going to be a sharpshooting match. I honestly think Devin Haney will win the first 3-4 rounds. I think Lomachenko will win the middle 4. And I think the last 4 will be a war. But I think Devin Haney, with the youth, will be able to overcome Lomachenko in this fight. This is going to be a great fight, ladies and gentlemen. And you definitely all should tune in. I definitely will be tuned in. And you know what I mean? I definitely will get my breakdown. But that was my breakdown, pre-fight breakdown. I'm sorry. I'm Greg Hackett. You can hit me up at Greg Hackett86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett215 on Twitter, Greg Hackett on Facebook. I appreciate you all for listening. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Leave the comments. Let me know how you feel. Let me know about any other videos you would like me to do. You know what I mean? And I thank you all again. Appreciate you.